What's going on, guys? Shane here. So a different style video today because I'm in my hotel room. I'm up in Dublin, California. It's right outside San Francisco for CSA Coaches Clinic. For those of you who know CSA, you're probably pretty envious right now, and if you don't, you have got to check them out. They're world-renowned. You know, one of the best Muay Thai gyms, strength and conditioning gyms in North America, and they have created some of the best fighters, the best Muay Thai fighters. Kevin Ross, Gaston Bolanos, Zoila Frausta. You need to check them out, all right? This is a dream come true for me. I finally made it up here, and 3 days worth of training. I was there at 10 a.m. today until it's like 7 o'clock now, and we didn't get any breaks. It's been hardcore training, learning a ton of information, and that's why I came here, so that I can learn all this stuff and then share it with you. We learned today about cut work, how to fix a cut. We learned about coaching. We learned about footwork, creating angles, spinning elbows in the clinch, teaching all of this to fighters from beginner to advanced, structuring classes, structuring info online. We learned a ton of different stuff. So be prepared to learn a lot of advanced stuff, but a lot of good information the next couple of months. I filmed a lot, and at the end of this video, I'm going to show one of the best sweeps you've ever seen done on me from one of the fighters there. That's all I'm going to say for now, so stay tuned for that. But I want to talk to you today about what happened yesterday at UFC 196. Everyone's buzzing about it. It was a night for the underdogs. So Miesha Tate, Holly Holm. Miesha Tate took the win, is now the champion, and Nate Diaz against Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor was defeated. We're going to talk about it and what happened. So first, let's real quick talk about Holly Holm and Miesha Tate. Miesha Tate had a great game plan coming into this, and she stuck to it and executed it perfectly. She was being unpredictable. She was staying outside of the range of Holly Holm. She wasn't rushing in like Ronda Rousey was. She wasn't walking into the punches. She was staying outside, and then she would come with bursts. She would clinch up. She took Holly Holm down. She was being unpredictable, and it worked great. Once she got her down in the earlier rounds, I believe it was the second round, she got her in a rear naked choke and almost finished Holly Holm. Holly Holm showed great heart and made it to the end of the round. But I think that sort of broke her down mentally and lifted Miesha Tate. And then later on in the fight, she took her down. I believe it was the fifth round that she finally tapped. No, she didn't. She choked out Holly Holm unconscious. So new triangle now. We got Ronda Rousey, we got Miesha Tate, and Holly Holm. It's going to be interesting to see those three battling it out. Now, I think it's kind of a good thing. I mean, you know, for the Holly Holm fans out there that were disappointed, I think it's going to be interesting to see them all rematching and fighting each other now. Now, the fight that everyone's talking about, Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor, what happened? So, Conor McGregor, I watched this fight with some of the best coaches in the world. Like I said, I'm up here at CSA, and they had a lot. It was interesting to hear their takes. They had a lot of really good points, and I agree with them. I think what happened was Conor McGregor, that weight jump really affected his cardio. And a lot of people would argue and say, yeah, but he didn't have to cut that weight down to 145. Shouldn't he be energized and ready to go? We also learned a lot about cardio and aerobic capacity, and that being your 80%. This is stuff that we learned. And I don't think that Conor McGregor was doing his road work. We saw him doing his movement drills and hitting the heavy bag and mitts, but we didn't see him running. We didn't see him cycling or swimming or anything like that. I think he was eating steaks, and I think he was avoiding all the road work, and I think that's what caught up with him. I made a post on Instagram, and I said, Conor McGregor looked great up until the point that he gassed out. And I did. I have a ton of respect for him. I thought he looked awesome. I have more respect for him now after yesterday than even before. He had really, really great head movement and boxing, but then I said he gassed out. And a lot of people said, Shane, he didn't gas out. He got rocked, and that's why he slowed down. I think he got gassed, which made his head movement less crisp and not as quick, and that's the reason that he got rocked. And I agree, he definitely got rocked, he did, but I think the reason why he did is because his head movement was slowing down. Nate Diaz, like I said in my prediction video, is he doesn't have the prettiest boxing. It's not crisp, it's nothing to look at and emulate, but he gets the job done, and it's smart. It's smart boxing. He was throwing that right pivot hook a lot, like I said he would, while moving back. He was getting caught, but he was taking some of the steam off of the punch, coming over top of Conor's shoulder and landing it. He had a really long jab. That was the one that stunned him initially. He's just got a great concept of range, angles, Pretty precise with his punches, even though sometimes they're pawing punches. They cover more surface area, right? A straight punch is only going to cover what you see right here, and he was throwing the pawing left hands, but he was catching them. So that's what happened. Lesson learned, you know. I mean, it was a big weight jump for Conor McGregor. He's used to fighting 145-pound guys. Now he had to fight a 170-pound guy, you know. So it's tough, and I think he passed that line from confident to cocky. I really think he did, and didn't train properly. But like I said, lesson learned. He'll be back. We know that. And it'll be interesting to see. Comment below. I want to hear your thoughts, guys. I want to see some conversations going on in this video. Try to keep the fighting and the bullying to a minimum on here, or non-existent, preferably. But I will leave you with this, a video of Kevin Ross flipping me past the 180-degree point, past my head hitting the ground. It's beautiful. This is a guy that I admire as a fighter. And I walked up and I said, I have a pretty a strange request. Would you... flip me, please? Would you dump me on my ass? So I will leave you with that. Until next time, I'm Shane with Fight Tips. Self-defense for the underdogs.
And how did that feel?
Lovely, honestly. In such a sick way.
Okay.
Thanks, Kev.
One more time.